Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Megan, and today we have a full body beginner bar for you. 20 minutes is all you need, and a sturdy piece of furniture. I'm gonna use this clear chair. I have bars everywhere in this room, but I'm gonna do it with this sturdy chair to show you that you can do this workout really anywhere, anytime. Let's get to it. Let's take a nice wide stance. Big inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, reach to the floor, round your spine. Big inhale, reach up, filling up the body with oxygen. Exhale, keep this going. And I just want you to think of one thing you want to accomplish for these 20 minutes, right? Maybe it's just to feel productive. Maybe it's just to get a little sweat on, have some endorphins, whatever it is. I want you to set that intention now. Last one, let's take our hands behind our head. Step our feet a little closer, about hips width or a little wider. Take a nice big squat and stand. Sit and stand. Hands behind your head, elbows are wide, abs are on. You're rocking your weight back towards your heels. You're feeling your thighs really engage. I'm gonna add on a little bit if you want more. Draw one knee to your chest as you stand, pointing your toes, springing your foot from the ground. And then one more layer, twist towards that leg, adding a little bit of abs, lower lift. Bringing out your torso like a dish towel. Let's do 4 more. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Everybody face your piece of furniture. Tuck your toes, shoot back to a full plank. Stepping your feet nice and wide. Let's do some shoulder taps. Opposite hand taps, opposite shoulder. Really pushing through your palm, trying to keep your hips from rocking too much. This can absolutely be done down on your knees. And if the taps is too much, you're holding, and that's absolutely fine. We're here, we're all together, getting some type of burn in, right? You got 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your plank. Shift your weight back towards your heels. Feel your hamstrings stretch. Shake out your head, and then shift back towards your plank. Hold, abs on. Try not to overshoot it. We don't want to arch our backs and put any pressure in unwanted places. Shifting back and forward. Last one, everybody. Back and forward, hold. Let's do a little mountain climber. Last thing on our hands here. Draw your knees to your chest if you want to go a little bit faster, really get the heart rate up. You absolutely can. 10 seconds there. Keep breathing through it. We've got 5, 4. Let's meet standing in 3, in 2, and 1. Head to that piece of furniture you have. We're going to start in something called an upright V. Heels together, toes apart in a little narrow V. I'll show you from the side. You're facing your piece of furniture, pop your heels to a little hover, and then bend your knees over your toes, just settling in to this upright position. Light grip on whatever you're holding on to. Start to pulse. Feel your knees track past your toes here, but without pulling away. This is where it's kind of good that this chair is a little bit flimsy because I know I have to do it all on my own, but if you got something a little more sturdy, lucky you. Light grip though, anyway. Start to feel the front of your thighs, really wake up and breathe. Okay, we're gonna do a little pattern. Can we lower 2 counts, lift 2 counts, lower 2 counts, lift 2 counts. Now notice as I'm lowering, my hips are going to my heels and my shoulders are staying right on top of both those parts of my body. Nothing is leaning forward. Not that that's wrong, it's just a different position. This, we want to target the front of our thighs. And I want to tell you, the front of our bodies tend to be very, very weak just because we sit all day, right? Everything in the front gets tight and weak. Everything in the back gets loose and weak. It's just a stinky experience. I'm going to tell you that. Can we do single count? 1 count each. Picking up the pace a little bit, lower and lift. I'm going to add on just an itsy bitsy challenge if you want it. Take your heels high as you lift your hips back to where we started, but notice how my legs are never straightening fully. Not because it's wrong again, it's simply not as effective. I'm going to feel my thighs squeezing and wrapping tighter to the bone if I stay in this bent position the whole time. You've got 5, 4, we're gonna hold in 3, and 2. Last one, can you keep your heels high but your hips low? Balance challenge. Maybe take one hand off of that bar or whatever you're holding on to. Sink a little bit lower. And if you can tolerate it, maybe the other arm. But if this is your first time ever, don't be annoyed at yourself if you can only do one arm. Oh my God, I'm already falling over. I'm losing focus. You've got 5, 4, get lower. 3, 2, 1. Hands to the bottom. stand up, shake it out. Let's turn our toes in nice and parallel. Squeeze and zip your thighs together. And we're gonna sit nice and low in something called an incline chair. Jog your heels. Right heel, left heel. Right heel, left heel. Yeah. If you are working with a bar at home, if you're so lucky, you can do an underhand grip. Flip your palms up. Feel your biceps start to engage a little bit more. Your upper body working. My friends who don't have something you can pull away from, right? Light grip. Or actually, I mean, you can give a little bit more of a grip than what we did before. So I'll extend that olive branch to you. But you want to keep your hips low. Flatten your feet. Let's drop an inch, lift an inch. Look down at your knees. I want you to keep them right on top of your ankles here. Right on top of them. Feel the weight in your heels and see how low you can get. My friends, pulling away from your bar, you might be able to get quite low. If not, you're staying right around knee height, and that's pretty freaking hard too. Lower and lift. Can you peel your toes away from the floor? Feel your hamstrings engage that much more. Lower and lift. Down and up. You got 5. You got 4. Just 3. Last 2. Everybody hold low. Stay here. Can you open your toes and close? If your feet are flat, I want you to just pulse. But if you're having that little flex foot, your toes are up, you're gonna feel the outer thighs engage as you open. Now keep low. Let me do a little wrap. Wrap. Hips pulse. Wow, my thighs are working. I'm feeling right in the front of my shins too. Those are getting stronger. Every little part of my leg is getting really, really strong here. Guys, we're gonna hold in 5, 4, 3, 2. Everybody hold right here, steady. Can we get a little bit lower? Keep your knees and toes out. Hold a little bit lower. Can you get a little bit lower, but keep those knees right on top of your ankles? You've got 5, 4. We're gonna move to some glutes in 3, 2, 1. Stand up, everybody squeeze everything and release it. Turn your toes in, bend your knees, poke your right toes back behind you and start to poke. Okay, yeah, we're moving right into thighs. This is beginner. You know, we can get our heart rates up too. If you need to take a little bit more time, stretch out anything after that little thigh set, you're absolutely welcome to. But if you're feeling all right, we're gonna wait till a stretch all the way at the end of this 20-minute workout. Now I'm poking my right foot back, my thighs a little bit behind my standing leg, right? Try not to take the knee all the way to the chest. Keep it behind your thigh. Why? That's gonna keep my hamstring on. Also, I'm really parallel. If you look at me from behind, I'm poking my toes right towards you. My knee's not flared open. Everything's lined up. Yeah? That's important because that's gonna affect the muscle that we're feeling right now. So keep poking. Let's do a point and a flex, working through our calves and ankles. Your standing leg might start to get tired. That's totally normal. You can shift a little more weight into the right hand on your piece of furniture. You can even flash your left hand. Make sure you can take it off. Now my weight is distributed through both sides evenly. You can take that free hand, put it behind your low back. Make sure it's not changing as your thigh moves. Yeah? Can we keep our foot flexed in 3 and 2 and 1? Everybody flex your foot. I want you to stretch your leg without dropping your thigh. Pull it in. Stretch it out. Pull it in. Now what's gonna happen is your thigh's gonna drop. It's gonna get tired, right? And you're making your leg longer. It's making your leg appear heavier to your muscles. So it's gonna be hard, but you know, so is a lot of things in life that are good for us, you know? So keep pressing, keep fighting. Can we go a little faster? Push. If you want to challenge, I dare you, pop your bottom heel high, start to pulse your standing leg down, down. Keep your toes behind you pointing towards the floor. We got about 10 more seconds in this position. Can your back leg go higher? Imagine I'm right underneath your leg. I'm gonna give you a little bit more height because I'm here for you. You got 5, you got 4. We're gonna head to the ground in 3, in 2, in 1. Keep your leg going. Tiny little pulse, guys. Okay, come on down. Hands to the floor. Put your left knee on the floor. Let's keep pulsing our right leg. Put your left forearm down and open up your right hip and lay your left hip down onto the ground. This is called side lying forearm. Lengthen your right leg in line with your right hip. If I were to reach my right arm out to the side, I should have one line from my shoulder to my toes, all those things in alignment. My bottom knee is up in front of me 90 degrees so that I feel stable. Now let's talk about your bottom side, your left side. Put your right hand there, lift yourself up. Whoop, like you're in a side plank. Double check that your left arm is right underneath your left shoulder. And if this is ever too much to be on your, oh, I think I just hit the mic. I'm so sorry. Sorry, guys. And make sure when you're on your shoulder, or on your forearm, I should say, if your shoulder's up by your ear, that's not necessarily comfortable, right? Keep it away from your ear if you want a little bit of relief, you can lay down on your left side. Okay, I'll stop talking. We have all the little tidbits. Let's take a circle with the right leg. We should start to feel right in our right side glute getting a little bit tired. Yeah, that's the point. Keep circling, circling, and then reverse your circle. Watch that your leg's not starting to slide forward. Again, not because it's wrong, just a different position. Keep circling, circling. Can your leg stay at about hip height? It's really not necessary for it to go any higher. We want our toes a little bit lower than our heel. Yeah? Now let's just do a little pulse, a little pulse. Keep pulsing, everybody. Lift. All right, if you're up on your left forearm, I have some things I want you to try. Maybe, can you put your right hand behind your head? As you pulse, can you tilt towards your right side? Wow, can you feel your right oblique really squeeze there, yeah? Tilt, tilt, tilt. Last little challenge, if you want to open up your left hand to the side, yeah? Press through your left palm, push through it. You're gonna feel your tricep engage. If that's too much, you don't have to do it, okay? You can just stay as you are with a tilt. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, guys got 6. So we're gonna move to a plank in 4, 3, 2, come to your forearms, tuck your toes, shift your weight, front and back, front and back. Have your eyes go in front of the thumbs and then behind. You can flip your palms down, make an 11 with your forearms. I love to do prayer, and I really should stop doing that. Your shoulders work 10 times harder when you have your forearms down like this. Okay, keep your weight forward and just hold, guys. Yeah, we're gonna hold together. You know, sometimes holding is actually the hardest thing ever. And we're not doing this because this is a beginner thing. We're doing it because it's hard for all. You've got 10. Guys, we're gonna do a mountain climber in 5, in 4, 3, 2, come to your knees. Take a quick reset. Come up to your hands, tuck those toes, shoot on out. Let's take a little mountain climber. She can be fast, she can be slow. Keeping that heart rate up, right? 20 minutes, yeah, but you know what? We can get a little cardio in too. Moving from one thing to the next, keeping our heart rates high is really, really good for our metabolism and our muscles. You've got 5, we're coming to a stand. Step your right leg forward in 3, in 2, right leg through the hands, everybody. Hands to your furniture and shoot forward. So we're about a full arms distance from the bar. Tiny bend of your knees. Take your left toes behind you and start to poke. Poke. Okay, we're going to the other side. You keep poking. I'm going to turn my chair over so you can see my profile. So lovely. Ooh, the sun is out. It's going to get really warm in here. Keep poking. Let's do a point and a flex. Shout out to my friends who are doing this video outside. I bet that's lovely. I bet that's lovely. Sometimes it's nice to do a little outdoor workout. It's like a treat. A treat, you know? Not all workouts have to be like work. It should be fun. You know, this is a lifestyle. This is something that's supposed to add to our lives, not take away from it. We're pointing, we're flexing, FYI. I'll stop ranting. But sometimes it's nice to take our mind off of what we're doing. Double check that your thigh's staying behind your standing leg. Little bend in my standing knee, yeah? And can you take your right hand behind your low back? Just make sure no movement's happening there. Now keep your foot flexed. Everybody's flexed. Stretch your leg out and in. Don't drop your thigh. Keep it up. Point your toes down. I hope we're having a grand old time. I hope we're feeling a little bit of a burn. Try not to shy away from that burn. I like to say, you know, the minute you start to feel that discomfort, stick around with it for a little bit. Maybe do like 5 more and then take your break and just see, you know, if that starts to get longer and longer. You know, maybe I feel that discomfort and I can do 10, you know? Hold your leg. Let's go a little faster. Lift your standing heel and maybe start to pulse your standing leg for extra. We've got 10 seconds to go. Make sure that left thigh stays up. Chest pitches forward just a little bit towards your furniture. You've got 10, 9, 8. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everybody stay. Point your back toes. Drop your standing heel. Just pulse. Let's come on down to the floor. Put your right knee down. Go back into your pulse. Sometimes it's good to keep moving through our work. I'm going to push my chair out of the way. Come on down to your right forearm and bend your bottom knee towards your chest. Lengthen the left leg all the way long. Toes down. Thigh turned in. Lift up through your bottom side, stack your hips, yeah? You can lay down all the way if you need. That's always welcome. Keeping your abs strong, we keep pulsing the leg. It's like we're in a plank, but we're on our side. Yeah, circle, circle. I love glutes. It's one of my favorite things. Something that I tend to take a long time in when I'm teaching at Physique. We just have a real ball with it. Switch sides, reverse, reverse. It just feels so satisfying, especially our side glutes, something we really don't work a lot in our day-to-day, right? We don't walk sideways, we're not crabs, and thank God for that. So it's our moment to give it what it deserves. Tiny little pulse, up, up, keep pulsing. Take your left hand behind your head if you want a little more. Tilt to the left. Now notice how I'm not trying to touch my elbow to my leg in any way, shape, or form. You're just feeling that little squeeze through your side, yeah? If you want a little more triceps, little combo, turn your right arm out to the side, push through your palm, lift your elbow just an inch or two off the floor. Easier said than done. If you do 1 or 2, yay. Maybe next time you'll do 3 or 4. You've got 5. You've got 4. We're done with these glutes in 3, everybody. In 2, in 1. Good work. Let's lay on our backs and just do a quick little reset. Cross your ankle over your other thigh. And then maybe draw your knees towards your chest. Okay, we're just collecting ourselves very quickly before we move on to our last push of class, which is going to be some abs. Let's switch sides. Okie dokie, friends. All right, for our abs, I want you to just lay flat on your back. Put your feet down on the ground. Take your hands to your hips. Big arch through your back. Like somebody could drive a truck underneath your back here. And then I want you to put that space away. Tuck your tailbone under. Press your low back all the way down to the ground. And just rock a few times. These are pelvic rocks. They're great. And just like resetting your back. Noticing the 2 extremes that it's capable of, because we want to find neutral, something in between the 2. I can fit one hand under nice and snug, and I'm not going to let that hand fly out. Lift one leg up and then put it down. And then the other. Now, when you keep one hand behind your back, let's take the other one to your belly button. Can you feel like a little bit of squeezing as the leg comes up? Just the tiniest. And then let's go a little bit more crazy. 2 legs up, 2 legs down. Alternating which leg goes up first. And just notice whether the pressure on your hand from your back is changing. We want it to stay the same the entire time. Now let's hold the next one. Keep your legs at tabletop position. Hands, slide them behind your head. Try to remember that feeling of your low back. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Look at your belly button. See it drop. Lay it back. Lift, lay it back. My friends who have tight hip flexors, I'm with you. If you need, open your knees. Turn it into a little diamond. That helps the hip flexors relax a little bit. We lift, we lower. Now let's do a little tempo. Lift up in 1, 2, 3, lay back. Lift, 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 lower. Be careful though on that 3rd one, we get greedy. We're like, oh, I need to get up. Make sure that neutral spine isn't going anywhere. I promise your abs are like, oh, I didn't know I could feel this. Once you master flat back abs, right? Lift, lift, lift. Let's hold a little pulse, little pulse. Now if you want a little more, can you stretch your legs? Stretch them long. Get a nice big hamstring stretch. Maybe you can lower them a little closer to the floor. It's okay if you have to bend your legs. It's okay if they stay exactly where they are. You got 5, 4, last thing in 3, 2, hold, cross your ankles. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Inner thighs are on. We've got 10, 9, 8. Just 4 more. Just 3, just 2, just 1. Draw your knees to your chest. Quick recovery. All right, everybody, roll on up to your forearms. Tuck your tailbone under, push your low back down to the ground, and then big arch. Same pelvic rocks we did before. This time though, we're gonna try to stay with that tuck. Push your low back down into the ground, keep it. Take your legs up one at a time. Tabletop, and back. Watch that your shoulders aren't up by your ears. Keep your upper body active. If this does not feel nice for your shoulders in any way, I want you to do this laying on the ground, and instead of that neutral spine, you're gonna think of keeping your low back pressing into the floor, okay? Lift, lift. Let's do the last one. Everybody hold your knees. Let's open and close little diamonds, feeling our outer thighs work, seeing your belly button drop. Notice the difference, right? Compared to the neutral spine to this nice big C curve that we're working with. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep those knees open. And scissor, scissor, scissor. Guys, this is gonna be the last part of our abs. Your legs go just a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. We're gonna stay here for about 20 seconds. As long as you can make your legs. I'm gonna try to stretch my legs a little bit more. Oof, harder. Harder for my abs. You've got 10. Guys, we have our last thing. Flipping over for push-ups in 5. We got to get our upper body in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's use your abs to help us flip over. You could be on your thighs, taking your heels to your glutes, shifting your weight over into your hands, lower and lift. Or you're totally welcome. Maybe this is your first bar class, but not your first workout. And you can go full form. That's up to you. Keep on moving. Breathing through it. I'm going to join you. We lower and lift. Try to get to about 90 degrees. My elbows are getting about to shoulder height. Big push away. Also notice how my elbows are tracking a little bit behind my shoulders. They're not going in front, yeah? See how this rounds my body? We want to stay as expansive in our chest as possible. You've got 5 more, everybody. Then we're stretching 4 more. Last 3, last 2, and last 1. Nice work. Take a child's pose. You deserve it. Drop your hips back to your heels and just breathe. All right, when you're ready, guys, we're gonna use our piece of furniture for a little stretch. Just step one leg in front of you, coming to the knee. And then from here, lean into the front leg. You can grab onto your chair. Feel your hips lengthen. If you can, maybe you keep your left hand on the bar. Twist towards the front leg, which is my right leg, and then wrong word. Grab your foot. Quad stretch. Shift your weight back, flex the front foot. You could stay here or slide out to a split if that's something you have in your wheelhouse today. And then switch. Stepping forward, feel your hips and your abs lengthen out. Maybe you twist towards the front leg, grab for your back foot, quad stretch. And then hamstring stretch, stay here or split. Amazing, guys. All right, let's sit, feet together, knees apart. Really get your inner thighs to lengthen. Grab onto your ankles, lift up tall. And last stretch, let's just lay over our thighs. Drop your chin to your chest. Check in with yourself. Remember that goal we set at the beginning of class? Did you achieve it? If not, maybe next time. Roll on up and give yourself a round of applause. Thanks for coming in. I'll see you guys next time.